With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at his 4. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Allen Bailey in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10. Wilson. Out to his left. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Now Wilson dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ace! There we go now. 3
his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Hill shedding the tackle. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 99 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Wilson. Boy, stays up. And now he'll tuck it and run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Here we go. Blue for it.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Eric Walden, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Left.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash. This from 48. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 38.
Still got 4 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line, as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. D. Ford. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Thomas. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 38. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And going deep for Hill, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Wilson. In trouble in the Bulls, and it's going to carry him out of the side of the end zone, and that, my friends, is a safety, 2 points.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They begin the drive with Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Tighten up. Left.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drop.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jonathan Hankins in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Again, it's Williams. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Williams. Oh, he shoves himself free. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Mahomes going to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.